Okay. Okay, now it's time for obsessions. It's time for obsessions. I love this because I don't normally get to talk about these kind of things that I'm just like strangely loving and obsessed with right now. So now I get to do it every single week and I get to share with whoever decides to listen. And it's so glamorous. So starting off strong. Okay. So you know how like the weather is like falling, like it's turning into fall and like it's like a little nippy and like the air in the morning has like a bite to it. Absolutely fucking loving that. Every single morning for the last like 3 weeks, I roll out of bed, make a cup of coffee, and then take it and sit outside in a hoodie and sweatpants and just plan my day with my checklist, schedule all my posts for the day, and just like sit outside in like the not cold enough to be cold, but not hot outside weather. Oh, it's just, oh, it's so good. And I've officially turned my AC off, which is so amazing. Hello. And instead, I just leave my windows and doors open all the time. Okay. This is obsession number 2. Okay. Obsession 1 was the new cold air that's outside in the morning and in the evening. Obsession number 2 is indoor outdoor living. Okay. I live in a normal ass, like, apartment, like just a normal person apartment. And when the weather is like this, bitch, because it doesn't usually get above like 75 during the day. So I just get to open my window first thing in the morning, open my door, like my back patio door, and just leave it open and just like let the fresh air waft through the space. And everything smells better. Everything just feels cleaner. Like, I don't know, when I wake up hot or it's hot outside, like I don't want to go outside and I feel gross. I feel icky. I feel sticky. I feel meh. But with this new air that is flushing through my apartment, I can just like breathe clean and feel clean and like that's just fresh air. And if I light like one small little candle in the kitchen and just the airflow just like spreads that just like hint of candle smell, you guys, if you are sleeping on the morning air outside, I'm telling you, the sweet spot, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's the window of time. That's when the air is the crispiest. That's when it feels like no one's breathed that air yet. If I don't know if that like makes sense, but you know how like sometimes you breathe air and you're like, wow, this has been inhaled and like exhaled by a lot of people. Like I can taste like the person that just walked by me is like breakfast. But no, in the crisp morning air, it quite literally tastes like you were the first person to breathe in those oxygen particles, freshly prepared, hot out of the oven, like just for you. That's what it feels like. So yeah, wake up early and get that morning air in and leave your doors and windows open. It's time to turn the AC off. It's time to turn the AC off. Okay, this next obsession I briefly talked about in the last episode, because it's been like a new way that I've been occupying my newfound free time since I've been reducing my screen time. And that is playing dress up. Fashion, like go into my closet and make a fucking mess and put on some crazy shit. And partially it's like because Halloween is right around the corner, so I'm like trying to like gather the girls and like figure out what I have in my closet. But also I have some weird shit. Okay. Sometimes when I go thrifting, I'll buy something just because I think it's like weird. Like I have a lot of fur coats. I have this like purple iridescent trench coat rain jacket that's like made out of latex. It was like $8 at Goodwill. And so it's not for daily wear. Like I'm never going to roll out of bed and like put that on to like go to the grocery store. So sometimes it's just really fun to put on like a crazy ass jacket and just like your crazy boots and just strut the town. Take a little mirror selfie if you want to, just for safekeeping. But yeah, playing dress up, I've been eating her up. And it also like, I feel like, at least for me, this might not be a relatable problem. This might be a shopaholic problem. But sometimes I forget about some really cool things in my closet. And I know that I need to like go through and get rid of some stuff. This is actually so embarrassing, but it's a fun little Bryce fact. I have 2 closets in my apartment. This apartment was like built for like a couple to live in the master bedroom, obviously. So there's 2 closets. I have one for like daily wear. Those are the clothes that I like wear every day and like I live in and like my go-tos, right? So it's my little capsule wardrobe. Everything goes with everything. And then I have what I call my archival closet, and that is where things go to die because I'm so anxious about like the trend cycle being so fast that things are just going to come in and out. I want my future children when they're like teenagers to like live in my old clothes. Like that's So iconic. Imagine like your kid grows up and it's like, okay, Y2K comes back around, or like, you know, the 2020s fashion era is like coming through the trend cycle. And I have like totes and totes and totes and totes filled with my clothes that was like chic and trendy at the time. And they get to wear that. And then I get to wear it again because I'm like done growing soon. So yeah, I don't really get rid of clothes. I just find space for them in my archival closet. So sometimes it's just a fun time to like whip out some crazy shit that you had hiding in the back corner. I found my Cruella de Vil fur trench jacket, shoulder to toes, like faux fur Dalmatian jacket. And I got to like gallivant in my fur coat the other day. It was glorious. But yeah. And then I got to walk it on my little mini treadmill that I just purchased. It's a good time. I recommend. Oh, this one's actually kind of dangerous. Bryce, what are you doing? I'm so scandalous. Okay. So I recently deleted all my dating apps just because I'm not going to find my husband on a dating app. I don't want to find my husband on a dating app because I want to have like a cute romance story about how I met my husband, not like we met on a dating app. That's just me. But as you know, I'm going to Italy soon. I'm going to Europe soon. So I was like, okay, well, I want to have fun while I'm abroad, while I'm, you know, exploring other countries. I want to meet new people. So naturally, I re-downloaded my dating apps. However, and just two of them, just Raya and Hinge. Okay, nothing but the best over here. However, I set my location in said apps in Italy, because then as soon as I get there, I can like schedule an event. I can schedule like a date or something. I don't know. It would just be fun, or to like meet some people at a club when I'm out with my friends. Like that would be really cool. So yeah, so I've been scrolling on Hinge and on Raya, but my location is set in Florence. So, and only half of them speak English. But oh my God, the Italian accent, another obsession. The Italian accent is so sexy. It is so good. It is so good. I hope when I go there, obviously people are going to know I'm American. You don't have to look too hard to find it. However, I hope that they're like, oh my gosh, like your American accent. Like, I don't know. I feel like maybe there's some countries in the world that think about American accents the way that we think about like Australian or British accents. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, Italian Hinge, Italian Raya. She's been doing me good. They're so pretty over there. They're so pretty. Oh, okay. So this next one is like a fashion obsession that I've been having recently. Kind of just to accommodate the weather outside. I've been doing what I call like half fall outfits. So like I'll wear a crew neck or a sweater or like a flannel or a jacket or whatever, but I'll still wear like tiny, tiny little gay little shorts. On the bottom because it's like half fall weather, because it's still like 70 plus degrees outside. So it's like half fall. But in the morning, I like want a sweatshirt, or I'll do the opposite and I'll wear like a t-shirt or a wife beater on top. And then I'll wear like sweatpants or jeans, or, you know, it's half fall. So like pick where that half is going to go on your body. That's been really cute for me. I know it'll start morphing into like full fall outfits when it gets colder, but right now it's half fall vibes and I think it's kind of cute. Okay, this next one, this is like a reoccurring obsession. Like it happens every Halloween that I like obtain this obsession, and it's corsetry. You guys, it is so fun and a little painful, but kind of fun. So, last year I was Willy Wonka for Halloween, but it was like Bryceified. Obviously, trust me, we're gonna get to Halloween. But I was cinched for the first time last year on Halloween, like to the gods, and it was awesome. It was iconic. And this year, for one of my Halloween photo shoots, I will also be cinched. And actually this is kind of funny. I've talked about it on social media, but I haven't disclosed what it's going to be. For the big photo shoot, I'm going to be a mime. Which like in hindsight kind of sounds lame, but I promise it's going to be really cool. It's going to be really high fashion. I'm going to have hair and makeup and all the things and props maybe. I don't know, but it'll be really cool. However, I'm going to be cinched, and I don't actually know numbers because I haven't ever measured my waist, but it is kind of terrifying, especially because like I can struggle through the pain of a corset for like, if it's for a photo shoot, I can be in it for like an hour and be totally fine. So I don't really have to breathe. And the outfit is like really baggy bottoms and then like a flowy-ish top. And so with the corset, the proportions are just mwah, chef's kiss. So yeah, corsetry, go check out my Instagram to get a little sneak peek of how tiny this waist be. But yeah, living, laughing, loving that. Oh, you guys, this is kind of cute. This is kind of wholesome, actually, especially because we just talked about corsets. Let's get out of this scary game here. Okay, so I've been, like I said, really freaking busy and have had zero time to like listen to new music or make new playlists. And I usually try to make one every month. Usually I make a playlist every single month of new music from like artists that I love or yada yada yada, new music that like my friends have sent me or whatever. Usually I do that every single month. But lately I just haven't really like had time to really sit down and do shit like that. And so this last month, I've just been going back and listening to like old playlists, like playlists I made in like middle school, high school, like old playlists. And it has been so much fun because the memories just start flooding back. Like I was just listening to one song and I was like, I remember the first time I heard this was the first day like I got my car on my 16th birthday. And like my friends were in the back of my car and we were just like bumping the song. Stuff like that. I don't know. And also you forget how like good some other songs are. Like there are some bangers that we haven't listened to in like 2 or 3 years. So go back and listen to some of your old playlists because it's so fun. And also you can just like evaluate, you know, your music taste over the years, how it's evolved, how it's changed, or how it stayed the same. It's just, yeah, it's been a fun little trip and a half down memory lane. Oh, this next one is a snack. Actually, my mom put me on these actually the last time she was in Nashville. They're called popcorners. And like I'd have them before, but I'd never like fallen in love, obsessed with them. But now I always stay stocked. Basically, if you've never had them before, it's like popcorn, but in the shape of a chip. I'm going to be munching on some of those after this. They're like shaped like a triangle chip, like Dorito, but they're like, it's like smushed popcorn. Or I guess the easiest thing to compare it to is like a rice cake, you know? It's like very similar to a rice cake, but it's like popcorn adjacent. And like the two flavors, I mean, there's only like 3 flavors, but the really good ones, there's a kettle corn flavor. And I don't even like kettle corn like that. Like I think kettle corn is good and it's great, especially in the fall, but like the kettle corn popcorners, oh my God. Oh my God, they're so good. And then there's the white cheddar ones. So you have a sweet and you have a savory. So depends on whatever mood you're in. You can go crazy on the popcorners. They're so good. They're so good.